Okay, we're back, guys, and this will be the wrap-up video, the final one of the series here. But I got the new timing chains, new guides, new tensioners, and the tensioner arms installed. Came with the new crank sprocket. I took the phasers off here and put the lockers in from Livernois Motorsports. If you want to see a video of what that is and exactly how that works, just type in phaser lockout on YouTube and they're the top result. It'll show you exactly how it's done. It's a pretty cool video, really easy to do. But I just finished putting the timing cover back on. I got new timing cover seal and went ahead and put RTV in the corners there as well as along the oil pan there to keep that from leaking. And I'm tightening all the bolts up again. And last but not least, after I've got everything timed, I'm going to go ahead and torque the cam bolts down. The bolts that hold the phasers to the cam shafts. You torque them to 40 Newton meters, and then you go 90 degrees. So using my handy dandy little nifty Kino snap-on digital torque wrench here, / angle meter, I'm going to go ahead and torque these down 90 degrees. And the cool thing about this torque wrench too is you can ratchet it and it'll hold your spot and tell you how much torque you're putting on it. So it rotated a little bit. I got marks on the bolts that show me exactly where I'm at, but these suckers get tight. There we go. That is 125.1 Newton meters. Let's take a look at the lines there. It's hard to see on the camera. Yeah, I'll need to go a little bit more, but that's because the engine's rotating. And that's why I put the lines on there so I know whereabouts I'm at. So let's do the other one here. We're rotating a little bit some. Look at that. So close. Almost exact. So that's perfect. Alright. I'm going to go back and tighten those up a little later. But now what I'm going to do here, just to make sure I get the timing right and everything, even though I'm sure my marks are lined up correctly, I'm going to go ahead and spin the crank 720 degrees. Oh, after I put the bolt on. Just make sure that everything's in time and everything's working right. I took these paper towels here to keep the dirt and debris, as you can see there, from falling into the engine when I pulled the spark plugs out. So there's a bunch of debris in there. That's a really stupid design because all that debris settles in those holes, and you either got to blow it out of the holes or it falls into the combustion chamber when you pull the plugs out. So I remember when I first did plugs on this thing, all the PB blaster I had ran into the cylinders. When I fired it up, the thing misfired like crazy. I thought, oh great, now what? And it smoothed out and ran fine, burning up all that PB blaster. So we'll go ahead and rotate the engine here. And just watch the camshafts. So far, so good. I've got all the spark plugs out, that's why it's not generating any compression. I just want to make sure that this thing spins freely without having anything come into contact with the valves. And we're looking good. I'm going to call that good. I think we are set. It's a full 360 degrees of the cams, 700 degrees of the crank. And we're ready to throw everything else back together. We're in time. Yeah, these chains are so much tighter now. No comparison. That's how it should be. Right on. So next video will be when everything's back together and a startup. Let's see what happens. Alright, let's do this thing. Don't know. Okay, crank sensor wasn't plugged. That's why it wasn't starting, hopefully. So here's take 2. That's how we do it!